Hello, welcome to this week's edition of Panther News Nation. I'm Michael Sadamba.
And I'm Emery Grant. Here's what's happening around Principia this week. With a new team, new players, and new coaches, Principia football has had a new look and feel to it this year. Our Panthers fought hard, and despite some losses, are calling this year a big success. Jaheim and I put together this special look at the season.
Y'all gotta dig deep. We done talked our head off.
Meanwhile, soccer has wrapped up their season. Despite the cold, Emery and Derek take to the sidelines for this report.
I'm here with varsity player Felix Barrios, and I'm just here to ask you, how does it feel having your mom here to watch you play?
Oh, it feels amazing that she made the effort to fly all the way from El Salvador to here, and it made me really happy to see her on the sideline. I just love that extra motivation today.
How have you felt the team grow this year?
We've grown a lot. We've gotten way fitter than we were before doing sports camp. We've also created a sense of family in the team. We include everybody. As you could see in the game, everybody was cheering on in the sidelines. The subs were cheering on each other. So I think it's great. We have a great spirit.
What are you going to take away from this game?
They started off scoring first. It was so easy to just get caught up in that thought and start playing negative, pick up on each other. So I take away from this game is to never give up, and despite sometimes you're gonna go through ups and downs, you gotta get up and keep fighting.
You heard it here first. Thank you.
Go Panthers! Go Panthers!
We also talked to head coach Nigel Marples to see what he had to say after the game ended.
What is going through your head being a coach on the sidelines during these kinds of games where it's really tough and it's kind of back and forth?
Yeah, I mean, you're just trying to always gauge, do the guys need me to be intense and get them energized and moving, or do they need to sort of have more composure and be calmer? I'm just trying to feed the message that I guess sort of gives us balance to have the best chance to be successful. Yeah.
What are the next steps for the team going in the districts and the rest of the season?
We always start with focusing on defense at the beginning. We've been working more on the offense, and today I thought was probably one of our best games with the ball, passing and really sort of showing that team chemistry offensively. So I think that can continue to be improved, and then focusing on our set plays, free kicks and that kind of thing, because goals change games, and if you score one or two of those, that could be the difference. So, yeah.
Congratulations to the soccer boys for a great season. This is Emery and Derek reporting for PNN.
Emery and Derek will take to the basketball sidelines once their season gets underway.
Production is happening much earlier this year than it ever has before. Josh, Holland, and Lydia show us more of what changes we can expect.
It's not insulting, we're revolting!
With the announcement of the Addams Family as this year's musical, Lydia and I interviewed Mr. McManus about how he chose this theme and what to expect from the musical.
I feel like I spent all of the summer just going over every musical that I could think of, looking for something that was a fun follow-up to Matilda and that was right for the students that we thought would come to audition for it. And so the creative team, which is Mr. Moore and Ms. Lux and myself, we had some meetings where we tried to figure it all out, but finally settled on that this is a great follow-up to Matilda for this year. Having the opportunity to work with the actors 5 days a week, and then we'll have more time every day, so that's going to make a big difference. Because it's Addams Family, there's so many fun things that we're going to do with it, and so not just what's happening on stage, but other plans that we have for when you walk into the theater and concessions, and so we'll make it all a lot of fun. I want the students that are in it and that serve on crew to have a great experience, and for the audiences to come in and have a blast and to love it.
Look forward to more production news in the future. This is Holland, Josh, and Lydia reporting for PNN.
And finally, Mrs. Dry once again has some strong thoughts about what's going on around Principia. Here's this week's Dry Care Factor from Holland and Reed.
We first asked Miss Dry, why is it important to pay attention in chapel?
Care factor 10! Because that's where everything's happening. That's where we're setting the tone, you're getting your information. You better focus in. If I don't see you paying attention in chapel, I'm coming after you. No, don't show that part.
Then we asked, why should we come out and support teams at games?
Care factor 10. Because when you play in front of your crowd, when you play in front of people who are watching you, you play better. And it builds pride. So that's a big care factor for me.
Finally, we asked, why should students come to social events?
When you connect with each other, think about the senior retreat. How much did people connect with each other because they were just hanging out with each other and just being with each other? And that's the most important piece. When you get to know somebody else's story through not even a deep and meaningful conversation, but when you hang out with each other and you get to know each other better, it builds a better culture and it builds a better school experience. So they understand each other better, they treat each other better. Huge care factor.
And that's our look at what's going on around Principia this week.
Make it a great week.
You're the one who was most